And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Okay, me again, mate. We've made some changes to the way that ERS works this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Less than 1 lap of fuel left now, the tank's pretty much empty.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Surfer Boy lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Sainz and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Verstappen, Hadjar, Lance Stroll and Tsunoda, Gasly, Bortoleto, Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon. Lawson and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. expecting. We've got a new strategy available on your MFD if you want it. Confirmed. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.3 seconds. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay mate, right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. lap, give us the best in lap you can. Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, we can take you this lap. Right, let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits. worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Green flag. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win.
To take the win at the first race of the season, now that is important. You get straight in to your competitor's head and they now know that you are the one to beat.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.